Up next on UMass Sports Insider, we'll introduce you to the leading receiver on the Minutemen, a former Golden Domer from Notre Dame who's made the transition to Amherst a mighty successful one. And you'll go inside the training room and go through a game day with the group in charge of keeping the football team healthy and fit. Plus, we'll take you on the practice field with Coach Molnar and bring you the sights and sounds from a recent practice. No detail is too small. UMass Sports Insider starts now.
Now, this is the UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola.
UMass football has had to go through growing pains in its first year playing at the Bowl subdivision, but as the season approaches its final month, there are still exciting games to be played as the squad looks to build momentum for an important offseason. Thanks for joining us on UMass Sports Insider. I'm your host, Josh Maurer, and coming up, we've got some highlights from some of the UMass fall sports teams, plus a Halloween-themed lighter side. But we start with football, where Coach Molnar's squad is now in the midst of 3 consecutive very difficult road games. And to get in the win column, they'll be relying heavily on offense on a Notre Dame transfer wide receiver who's been an enormous pickup for quarterback Mike Wegson and company. With more, here's Chris Stewart.
Deon Walker's ending his college football career with UMass's new beginning.
This is definitely different, and it's fun to be around.
A new beginning in New England he never thought he'd be a part of. As a top wide receiver prospect in high school in Virginia, he signed to play college football more than 850 miles west of Amherst in South Bend, Indiana, at Notre Dame. After a redshirt freshman year with the Irish, he spent the next 3 years struggling to get to the top of the depth chart and decided for his last season he'd go somewhere else.
A better opportunity. I mean, I wanted to play as much as possible, and I don't think I would have played as much as I wanted to at Notre Dame.
And when his Notre Dame offensive coordinator, Charlie Molnar, became UMass's first head coach in the top level of college football, Walker set his course for Massachusetts.
I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted to go when I knew I wasn't going back to Notre Dame, but him coming here and bringing the same offense made it a lot easier.
Enrolling as a grad student, the NCAA let Walker play right away instead of forcing him to sit out a year, and so far number 3 seems to be comfortable with the maroon and white. The 5th-year senior is UMass's top target, leading the team in catches. He put up more than 160 all-purpose yards against nationally ranked Ohio. He's also helping his new teammates pick up their new head coach's complicated offense.
Deon comes out every day, he works hard. Certain things that, little small intricate details that I don't know about certain routes from Notre Dame, how he knew him. He'll kind of school me and tell me where to break or what kind of angles to take, so it kind of helps a lot.
As for his relationship with the coach he traveled halfway across the country to play for,
it's pretty much the same. He's the exact same guy as he was, except a lot more vocal.
A louder Molnar, but what about a louder Walker?
I don't want to step on anyone's toes, so I'm kind of like easing my way into the leadership role, but definitely I see myself as a leader of the team.
Walker's college football career only has weeks left. UMass is only weeks into their new era, one Walker is proud to be a part of from the start. For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Chris Stewart.
Thank you, Chris. Deon has been a great pickup for the team both on and off the field. Hey, recently we put a microphone on UMass football coach Charlie Molnar at a practice just like what's happening behind me right now. And to give you a glimpse of what it looks and sounds like during a UMass football practice, let's check in. We call this X's and O's.
The drill you're about to see here is called open field tackle. What we do is pit a defensive back against a skill position on offense, either a receiver, tight end, or running back. The defensive back has a lot of space in order to cover. In order to win the drill, he has to be able to maintain his balance, keep his eyes up, and bring down the ball carrier before he can go 10 yards. All right, we have a pretty good matchup, Markin versus Stellan. When I blow the whistle, Markin's gonna win either by speed, shake, or power. He's gonna win by balance, keeping his eyes up, and making a short tackle. Here we go, Mark. Here we go, Mark. Let's go, Mark. Hey, let's go, Mark. One for the O. Hey, Stellan, do you want me to make the cones a little tighter? Nice tackle, Joey! easy, is it? Come on, Devin, finish him! Good work, Devin. Speed, power, shake. That's called shake. How you think you're gonna win? Oh yeah, baby. Let's go, Coxie. This is a confidence builder for you. Let's go. This is a confidence builder for you.
Thank you, Coach. The team obviously hard at work preparing for the season's final month. Well, they are among the most important members behind the scenes of the UMass football support staff, the often unnoticed but extremely vital athletic training crew who help keep 100-plus players as healthy as possible. Cody Crushell explains.
When watching the action on the field Saturday, fans can easily overlook the amount of preparation that goes into the sport. And before the team can even take the field or the earliest of tailgaters arrive, members of the sports medicine staff are hard at work. Every game day treatment begins before breakfast with muscle therapy and evaluations. Then it's off to the stadium, where a staff of up to 11 take direction from head athletic trainer Jen Brodeur.
We'll walk off the bus and directly to our stations. We all kind of get our little spot where we tape, walk right to our station, and then the taping will start. We'll tape for about an hour and a half before the game. During game is just watching what's going on, paying attention to each play, making sure that every guy that went on the field comes off the field. A lot of them won't mention injuries. It's just you see them as they happen. So you keep tabs on that. Management of those injuries during the game, communicating with all the coaches, making sure they know who's in, who's out, who's up, who's down. You know, people still refer to us as trainers, which we really try and stay away from, because to us that doesn't describe what we do. We go through, I went to school for 7 years and then I sat for a national board exam. So you go through a lot of education and you have to continue your education every year.
It's just as important as the players and the coaches. It's obviously a violent game, physical sport. People get hurt, even in practice, games especially. It's important getting everybody back on the field so we can be healthy and we compete every Saturday.
I think most of our guys, if I have a cold or something, they'll be like, you can't go down, because who's going to take care of us, So it's nice that they appreciate that you're here 15 hours a day, literally.
She does a great job. She's real good with us. She takes care of us, so we look at her just like she's one of our moms, you know what I mean?
Restate that sentence.
However, Jen is unique in the field of sports medicine, as she is one of only 4 female head football athletic trainers in Division I football.
It's funny, I've gotten a couple cards from people and, people have said it's groundbreaking or that kind of thing, and I don't think of it like that. I just think of it as I'm an athletic trainer that gets to do what I love to do, and I love the sport and I love being involved in it. But it's really nice when you get calls from female students that want to come up and spend time with you because of what you've done, or their professors have told them what I'm doing up here and has suggested they've come up, or that kind of thing. So it is nice to have, I think, for the generations that are coming up, because I had that coming through school. Every day is different. Some days you're, God forbid, you're spine boarding someone, or you're taking someone in an ambulance somewhere, or you're riding along with them, and then the next day you're out here doing rehab, where you're trying to think of any crazy exercise that a guy can do to get him better, and you see the kids go from being on the ground and not being able to do what they want to do to being able to do what they can and want to 100%. It's very rewarding.
For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Cody Crushell.
Jen Brodeur is one of only a handful of female head football athletic trainers. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of a glimpse into her world. And with that, it's time for us to break for the first time in the show. Don't go far away. When we come back, we'll go into the community with the Minutemen as they worked with area youngsters to get active and maybe produce some future athletes. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Steve DeMarco. Wherever your destination, Premier is your solution.
Our reputation as an industry leader is built on service, safety, and the guaranteed best price. At Premier, safety stands above all else. Our fleet is serviced on-site by our certified technicians. Premier will customize your travel needs all within your budget, and we can even accommodate your travel requirements worldwide. With Premier Bus Lines, you'll be in good hands when safely aboard one of our comfortable brand new 2012 high-capacity buses.
Premier, an extraordinary experience, guaranteed.
Book your wedding with award-winning UMass Catering. We can host, design, and plan your big event from full breakfasts, lunches, to elegant wedding receptions and dinners. UMass Catering can host events in one of our ballrooms that overlook campus, tented outdoors, or our own Renaissance house. The possibilities are endless. Let the culinary team at UMass Catering bring creative menus and exceptional service to your wedding day. Special rates for members of the UMass family and alumni.
About a year ago, I was visiting my son in Miami. He's a former UMass football player and now a law student at Florida International. And he and a friend said, "Dad, we got to write a book. We got to write a kid's book to combat childhood obesity, so we can get this problem taken care of. And let's find this character that everybody will want to rally around, and let's call him Henry." And that was their idea.
It was interesting. I've never actually read to anyone before, and it was the first time I've seen someone struggle with the reading. So, helping him, it was like, wow, okay, I'm really making a difference here.
Actually, one of them read to me. That was pretty cool. I wasn't sure if they knew how to read or not, and they just started reading right to me, so I just kind of went with it.
I look over here and I see all of this creativity, and just to see the hope that's still here for the community to, move on up, it's nice to see. It's nice to see, and it's nice to be a part of that.
The football team's trip to Holyoke was set up by longtime team physician Dr. Pierre Rouzier. Now, Dr. Rouzier recently co-wrote the book, Henry Gets Moving, the goal to promote physical fitness among youngsters all across the country. Well, hey, recently here, a freshman linebacker has stepped into the UMass defense and become one of the biggest playmakers on the team. To show you how Kason Messiah has become one of the leading tacklers in just a short period of time, let's head into Coach Molnar's film room for some Coach Chalk Talk.
Thanks, Josh. I'm really excited today to show you our freshman linebacker, Kason Messiah. Not only is he an excellent football player on the field, he's a great young man off of it. Let's take a look at the clips of Kason in action. You can see by the time on the clock, this is the second play of Kason Messiah's football career here. Here's Kason now to the weak side, and you'll see Kason's coming on a blitz through the B gap. Right through here with the B line right to the quarterback. Here he comes, second college play, bam. I'm going to show the audience how we sprung Kason free on this particular blitz. So over here we have a man-to-man block between the guard and our defensive tackle, a man-to-man block between their offensive tackle and our defensive end. It opens up the B gap for Kason Messiah to run through. Okay, from this end zone shot, you can see Kason in a one-on-one situation with the tight end. As the tight end releases off the ball, you'll see the size matchup of Kason versus a very good college tight end. And you can see how Kason's length, and length is long arms and long legs, comes into play on this shake route. On this play, the quarterback is going to fake a zone to his left. Kason has run pass responsibilities. First, he must contain his gap, reading his keys, and once he recognizes pass, he has to react. Watch Kason here. Kason has to keep his eyes on his keys, namely reading through the guard to his side to the running back. As the quarterback fakes to the running back, he sees the guard is blocking an inside zone play. Sees that the back doesn't have a ball, he reacts, the tight end does catch the ball, and Kason makes a great tackle in the open field.
Professor Molnar and Coach Chalk Talk in the film room. Well, it's time for us to go away for just a few. Don't go far. When we come back, we've got the story of a UMass track athlete whose unbelievable work ethic makes her the definition of a student athlete. Don't miss this. Stay plugged in. Friday night, it's the Providence Friars coming to the Mullins Center for a 7 o'clock face-off.
6.9 is a breakthrough. 6.9 is a physics lesson. 6.9 is the outer limits. 6.9 is an explosion. He just got faster. 6.9 is ounces, and that makes this the lightest ever.
The UMass Hotel and Conference Center was voted the best hotel in Amherst. Situated on the beautiful University of Massachusetts campus, the UMass Hotel and Conference Center is where you stay to be in the heart of it all. With 116 contemporary guest rooms, free wireless internet, room service, 36 meeting rooms, free parking, and in walking distance to downtown Amherst, the UMass Hotel and Conference Center has it all.
Hi, I'm Steve DeMarco. Wherever your destination, Premier is your solution.
Our reputation as an industry leader is built on service, safety, and the guaranteed best price. At Premier, safety stands above all else. Our fleet is serviced on-site by our certified technicians. Premier will customize your travel needs all within your budget, and we can even accommodate your travel requirements worldwide. Premier Corporate has your business needs covered. Rest assured, your team and clients will arrive safely, comfortably, and always on time.
Premier, an extraordinary experience, guaranteed.
You're watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back. The fall sports seasons at UMass are quickly coming to a close, but over the last few months, there have been some standout moments among the UMass field hockey and women's soccer seasons. It's time for our best of the fall in this week's version of Instant Replay. The Minute Women field hockey team took on number 1 ranked and undefeated Syracuse at Garber Field in early October. And after trailing 1-0 at halftime, UMass got 2 highlight reel goals to spring the upset.
Ali Muhammad coming up forward. Ali Muhammad, long drag, tip in! Visus ties the game. What a play! Davia finds it in her feet, up to Zono. Zono gets through. Zono has the shot, and it's deflected in, and UMass takes the lead. It was an unbelievable effort by Zono.
The Minute Women will host the Atlantic 10 tournament on November 2nd and 3rd at Garber Field, looking to earn the automatic berth into the NCAA tourney. On October 21st, UMass women's soccer hosted GW on Senior Day, needing to earn the victory for critical points in the tight race to qualify for the A10 tournament. They would get the win thanks to some beautiful goal tallies.
Out of the left foot, Darcy into the middle. What a touchback, Matson. Sousa save. Bruno scores. Jackie Bruno makes it 1-0 UMass. Oh, wow, that was cool. Couldn't ask for better weather here at the end of October. Lisa Darcy moving to the left foot. Darcy shot. What a shot. Ripped it for the goal. 2-0 UMass. Darcy with a beautiful bullet of a shot with her left foot.
Finally, UMass hockey played its season opener against UConn on October the 12th. It was the first game under new head coach John Micheletto, and on this night, the Minutemen took it to the rival Huskies to get off to a flying start for the season.
Midpoint, Shea. Left point side, Gracell. Back to Shea. Shot, shot, score! Pass was too far. Minutemen still control. Little wraparound try, score! It was Steven Guzzo, who's been a wrecking crew tonight. First and only time this season. Darren Rowe in a lone scores! Darren Rowe was not challenged by any UConn defender, so he went upstairs underneath the crossbar.
The Minutemen extend the lead with their second power play goal of the night.
Ask any college athlete, and he or she will tell you that there are rarely enough hours in the day. Between classwork and practice schedules, it's hard to keep everything straight. But for one UMass cross-country standout, it's been no challenge at all to excel both in the classroom and on the field. Steve Toll explains.
You may see cross-country standout Rachel Hilliard running around campus for practice, but what you don't see is the amount of time she spends in the classroom. As only a sophomore, Rachel has already completed as many credits as most students take up to 3 years to complete, all while carrying a 4.0 GPA.
Right now I'm a bio major. Technically right now I'm a double major in bio and English, and I'm also applying to vet school after I graduate, so I'm taking all the requirements for pre-vet as well as biology. Some days it gets pretty crazy. Like on Monday I'll have an 8 a.m. so I get up at like 6:30 or 7. And then I have class, I have an 8 a.m. and then a 10, 11, a 12, and a 1:25. So I'm in class all the way till practice. And then I get out of practice at 5. And then I'm actually joining Donkey Group, which is over at the Hadley Farm. And that's from 5 to 7. So Mondays I'm gone pretty much from like 7 in the morning to 7 at night.
Well, actually, I didn't find out how heavy her academic schedule was until spring of 2011, when they were assigned times to sign up for their classes. And academic services had my second semester freshman signing up as a junior. So of course I promptly informed them that she was a freshman and not a junior. The reply was that once she finished the semester, she was finishing with 59 credits. Everything she does, she's extremely disciplined, and she actually, she personifies the term student athlete almost above and beyond. But we are definitely looking for people like her.
I like to stay busy. I know that if I don't have something to do all the time, I'll either get bored or just draw out whatever I have to do, so it takes more time than it should. So if I stay busy and keep myself involved in everything, it keeps me motivated in sports and in academics and everything else.
Thank you, Steve. Rachel plans to compete in cross-country, indoor, and outdoor track and field here this season. Let's send it over to a UMass football player to tell you what's coming up.
Brandon Potvin, defensive end, UMass football. When we get back, I'm going to tell you what me and my teammates like to wear for Halloween.
The UMass license plate says it all.
You don't have to be a sports star. Any UMass fan can be a star with a UMass license plate.
Ride with UMass pride.
Order your license plate at UMassAlumni.com. All proceeds benefit UMass.
Book your wedding with award-winning UMass Catering. We can host, design, and plan your big event, from full breakfasts, lunches, to elegant wedding receptions and dinners. UMass Catering can host events in one of our ballrooms that overlook campus, tented outdoors, or our own Renaissance house. The possibilities are endless. Let the culinary team at UMass Catering bring creative menus and exceptional service to your wedding day. Special rates for members of the UMass family and alumni.
Friday night, it's the Providence Friars coming to the Mullins Center for a 7 o'clock face-off.
You're watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back. As always, we finish the show with our weekly lighter side, and this is our annual Halloween program. So we asked some UMass athletes, what are you dressing as for Halloween this year? Check it out and see what they said on the lighter side answers.
This year, me and the other quarterbacks are going to be dressed up as one of the quarterbacks on the team. Can't name his name, but we'll all be having red hair, missing a tooth.
Well, where I come from South Africa, we don't celebrate Halloween, so I don't really celebrate it here. So I feel like it's an American thing, so that would be a no.
Last year, I just went through Mike Pereira's closet. Believe it or not, he wears some of the clothes, but I found some good Halloween costumes, so I think I might just give that a go again this year.
Spice Girls, Posh Spice. I was awesome.
Did you sing as part of the Spice Girls?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about going as the A-team with a couple of buddies of mine on the team. That's about it. Yeah.
This was planned over your head.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was planned by older guys, and as a freshman, I just have to follow along and do what they tell me.
Must be a totally crazy holiday for you. Do you even get it?
Well, number one, I didn't even consider it a holiday, really. So let's start with that.
Mike Pereira's closet.
Yeah. I think last year I found a full Dunkin' Donuts costume, so I just went with that. See what I can find this year.
How did you get to be Posh? She's really popular.
Yeah. I mean, I just have the most attitude on the team, I guess. So they were like, she's an attitude queen, so you're her.
What's the best costume you've ever worn?
Probably when I was 3, a Simba costume. Other than that, I don't
the Lion King Simba?
Yeah.
Do you think it would catch on in South Africa?
Highly unlikely.
No?
I mean, there's just such a diversity there. I mean, people could try, but I don't think it would. I don't think it catches as much as it does over here.
I gotta ask you then, did you have a Beckham?
No Beckham, only girls. I should have had a Beckham.
Yeah.
Next time.
Who's your favorite A-team character?
That's definitely probably Mr. T.
Yeah. You want to do an impersonation for us? Give me a little I Pity the Fool.
I pity the fool. That's it. That's all I can do.
When I was in 5th grade, I actually dressed up as a girl for a Halloween costume.
Wait. Really?
Yes, and I actually won most realistic.
We have a similar thing, during Christmas, pretty much. So, you guys go trick-or-treating on Halloween, and kind of during Christmas, that's what, little kids do, and they go door-to-door on Christmas, and then they get lots of candy from different houses.
Really?
Yeah.
So, if you were wearing the Dunkin' Donuts costume, were you a hit?
Oh, yeah. I thought it was the best, costume on the team, but, we'll see. We'll see what the guys have this year.
And she's had a bunch of kids, too.
Yeah.
You could have carried around some babies.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Fake babies, little dolls. No, I didn't do that. Would have been creepy, but...
So whoever's doing that in your group is going to have to be better than you are.
Yes, it's going to be hard, so good luck. Good luck topping me.
You have a wig?
Yeah, I had a wig, I had everything. I had my sister do makeup on me. It was for a 5th grade Halloween dance.
Did you ever dress up for that when you were little?
Yes, I did. All the girls had to wear these nice little dresses, so I fell into that category at one point.
Were you proud of the award?
At the time, yes. Now it's when I look back at pictures now.
And we hope everybody has a happy and healthy All Hallows Eve. That'll do it for our program. Our next news show debuts the weekend of November the 9th and 10th, when it'll be our annual men's basketball season preview, so you won't want to miss it. Until that time, this is Josh Maurer saying again, thanks so much for watching.
The UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola, Adidas, UMass Catering, the UMass Alumni Association, and UMassathletics.com.